we should be live right now. Chat should be popping up any second.
Give it a minute.
So,
Yep, wait a minute.
Oh,
Wait.
Says we're starting. And we're on.
Hey.
Okay, I can see us officially on the screen. So,
Yay.
Hello, chat, if you're there at all. It's a bit late.
Up there they are. Yep.
Hey guys, I'm sick today. Oh,
Yep.
sorry to hear that, Mikey Brewer. Blood Dragon King, what's going on?
Yeah. Sam
the
Nerd. History according to Slim. Hey.
Welcome everybody.
Yep.
Welcome. Benjamin
Suljik.
Dr. Jackson.
Logan England. Man, yeah, it's kicking off.
Okay,
even though it's
well,
late. It's
yeah.
better late than never, right? Hey, Manuel.
Hey, Manuel.
Hey,
How you
Manuel.
doing? What's up, Manuel?
How's it going?
How you been?
Wow, Tux is getting the Switch right now. Damn,
Hey,
son. Is this a spoiler discussion? We're not going to spoil anything.
We are instead just going to tell you what we thought of the film and all that. It was.
Yep.
Okay.
You're a little low.
Oh darn! Did I not switch? I thought I switched it up in the.
You did not.
God. Okay, I'm back now.
All right, we're fine.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, stop it, you two. All right. So, wow. It was a heck of a movie.
That was quite a film.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we had a discussion coming back. So, X-Men Origins Wolverine was garbage.
Shit.
Absolute garbage.
Garbage.
Yes, I did shave. Don't.
Yes.
Just. I'm not happy about it.
Don't worry.
And okay, and then the Wolverine.
Wolverine, decent, middling.
Could have been better. Could have been worse.
Yeah, but in the middle.
Yep. This film was
massively good.
Spectacular.
Massively good.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
Yep. R.I.P. Pinspear.
Why'd you shave?
Because
the chat
gave him a reason. Chat said 110,000 subscribers. Ben needs to shave.
And I'm like, okay.
All right.
We're
gotta leave. No spoilers. Hey,
we're not spoiling anything.
Sam, we aren't spoiling anything. That's
we're not
going to
spoil anything.
We aren't going to spoil anything.
Let's see.
So, anyway, so in terms of X-Men films, this is up there as one of my favorites.
Yeah, this might be the best one. Good movie for a send-off of Hugh Jackman. Yes. Absolutely
Corvo,
amazing.
we're not spoiling.
We're not spoiling anything.
Corvo, what have we said that's a spoiler? Have you
It's a
gotten my
good
email
movie.
about the alpha test? Yes, I have, Mandalore.
Yep. But I mean, holy crap! Like, all right,
You spoiler people. Corvo, now you're just trolling.
I was not expecting nearly so much emotion in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And they did one of my favorite things, which was you'd have emotional moment, and then you'd jump to comedy, and then back to emotion. And it was great. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And, all right. The kid that got to play X-23. Holy crap.
X-Men Origins was ruined by Rock. It was ruined for me way before.
Oh, yeah. It was bad.
It was bad. But okay, Mikey Brewer, yeah. But I got your comment.
Did it steal from Last of Us? No.
No. Okay, here's the thing. It borrowed some scenery. It's set in Texas. Which at the beginning of Last of Us, it is set in Texas.
Yeah, X-23, really yeah.
So X-23 is a badass.
X-23 was the badass of the movie.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that kid, this is her first role.
Mm-hmm.
That kid is that kid is 9. Holy crap.
Mandalore, yes, I have seen your email about the Remnant Alpha test. Yes, I saw
that. Just it was fantastic.
For her first role, that was amazingly good.
Yep.
Heresy, Armageddon. No, the kid actors in Stranger Things are amazing.
Oh yeah,
I love those kids.
The scene where X-23 jumps from Logan's back was improvised. Wow, that would have been great. Yeah, I mean that's quality. Like that is a quality move.
Still think Bruce Campbell should play as Joel in the Last of Us movie.
Yeah,
I don't know. He might work, but I'd have to see a concept.
Let's see. Patrick Stewart was having a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you could tell that he was having fun with it.
Renegades, which one will you react to? Beast Wars or Beast Machines?
I'd
say Beast Wars.
Probably Beast Wars.
Beast Machines I didn't like very much.
I didn't mind Beast Machines so much.
Eh.
It was a big shift.
Yeah.
Said his back was sore for a few days. I believe it. But that, yeah.
Yeah, I have lots of homework right now, says Balthazar the Destroyer. That's fine, dude. That's fine.
Like
good old Patrick Stewart. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Patrick Stewart was just perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
When I didn't know Stephen Merchant was going to be in this movie.
I'd heard he was in the cast.
Name in the credits, I was like, okay, what's he going to do? And he was great.
Oh, yeah, he was excellent.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he was really good as well.
Scale from 1 to 10, how good was the movie?
I'd say a solid 9, if not a 9.5.
So yeah, that's where I was gonna go. Actually,
Yep.
that's exactly where I was gonna go.
Yeah,
if
not
you're
a perfect film.
if you're gonna require us to sum up, like if you're gonna require us to put this down to a friggin' like numeric scale that says nothing else, yeah, solid 9, maybe 9.5. But yeah, that was a brilliant movie.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I'll say it. That is the best X-Men movie we've gotten. I'll say it. I mean, I'll say that straight up.
To be fair, well, I mean, you haven't seen.
I don't think there's any way that some of
No.
those could have been.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
the X-Men First Class movies, but this was better.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
but this is a different kind of movie. Like the X-Men First Class movies and all the other X-Men movies are that kind of, and I don't want to say cheesy, but they're kind of superhero movie. This was
This was not a superhero
Manuel,
movie.
have a good night, man.
No.
Take
Yeah.
care, all right?
But yeah,
Manuel's leaving.
this was not a superhero movie. This was like the story was so good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Man.
like
It was quality.
yeah.
There was stuff in there I didn't see coming.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect it either.
Character chemistry. Character chemistry was great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It was
Well,
excellent.
Well, the character chemistry between Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart has always been good.
Oh yeah.
Ever since the first X-Men movie.
And they handled it especially well in this one.
Yeah.
Best damn movie ever. I don't know about that, but it was absolutely like it was great. It was great. That let's see, what was it? Daphne Keane, was that her name?
Daphne Keane. Yes.
Yeah. The chemistry between Daphne Keane and Hugh Jackman was exactly what it needed to be.
Yeah.
Yep. And somebody saying Batman versus Superman was way better. No. I mean, even though they did like.
Okay. Hold on. CDAV, if you liked it, that's on you.
No, he's joking.
Oh,
he's
okay,
joking.
thank
Okay,
God.
all right.
Okay, thank God.
Because we were like, but
okay.
The storyline went a little different than I expected.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with the way that it went. Yeah, and somebody was saying this is
Sage. We're not spoiling.
Yeah, we're not going to spoil anything.
This isn't a spoiler cast. This is just a regular.
No.
This is just a regular podcast because this is something that we just got done watching and we just wanted to.
Yeah, we just wanted to talk about it, and then
yeah,
we'll probably also get into like other stuff. You never know.
Yeah.
But it was. Whew. But yeah, they did they sort of combined 2 or 3 distinct storylines, but they did it in such a manner that it was glorious. Yeah, Hugh Jackman will be missed as Wolverine.
Absolutely. He's changed up the character concept of Wolverine because Wolverine was originally envisioned as like a really short guy.
Yeah.
A short, vicious guy. Actually, do you know when they were doing tests for a Wolverine movie like way back in the 80s, you know who they wanted to play him? Bob Hoskins.
Yep.
Bob freaking Hoskins. They wanted to play him because Bob Hoskins way back when was really muscular, but he was very short.
Oh, yeah. Like, Wolverine's like 5'4".
Yeah. In the comics, but now Hugh Jackman, where he's 6'2", that's changed up the paradigm of his portrayal in both not only just film now, but in comic books and in an animated series.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: you've got somebody who can play Wolverine so effectively. You know, you have to go into that and be like, all right. So, for example, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Cage. Or Nick Cage. Huh? Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's happened. It's happened. My brain just died. Okay. All right.
Selected fans, the Renegades themselves, or both? I'd say both, Mandalore. I'd say I'd probably like to try and play with both.
Let's see.
Okay. Civil War, best 2016 movie ever. Well, that's 2016.
How was the
2017.
Wolverine X-23 work? It was very good.
Yeah, she did really good.
Oh, man.
She did really good.
She was insane. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. I was going to say it's been a rough couple of days.
I was going to say Nicolas Cage as Nick Fury would be hilarious. He'd just be like, Tony, you need to stop being a dick.
Yeah.
Thor, you need to get a freaking haircut.
Yes, Samuel L. Jackson.
Bruce Banner, call him your shit, bro. Don't go raging.
Yeah,
Captain America, you're too perfect. You're fired.
Yeah, Nick Fury was, in the comics. So there's actually a comics discussion in the Ultimate Universe. They're like, okay, so if somebody made a movie out of your life, who would play you? And Nick Fury looks down and goes, Samuel L. Jackson. Looking dead on like Samuel L. Jackson. Like, that's the reason for the modeling. Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah. Originally Nick Fury, I remember, like, way back in the back in the 80s, they actually envisioned him to look a little bit like Hasselhoff.
Yeah,
And then the character style changed in the late 90s and went to Sam Jackson.
Well, Samuel L. Jackson is based off of Nick Fury Jr. They introduced him as Nick Fury Jr. In the comics.
Okay.
Yeah. But, oh, man. And it was perfect. That movie, like...
Boy, I love the Nicolas Cage play.
Yeah.
Attention,
there are
Nintendo
some...
Switch releases tomorrow.
Yeah, there are some fine-tuning things that, like... there was one right at the end that took me out of it.
Which one?
Well, it was a certain caliber of mistake. I'm trying to be subtle about it.
Okay. No.
You know exactly the one.
No.
You know exactly the one that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
That one got me.
Well, you never know. I mean,
and it's like, okay, so we're gonna throw this around. We're gonna throw this around. We're gonna throw. Really? Wow. Like, I've been watching too much CinemaSins. Because that was a CinemaSins thing that took me out of it.
My dad thinks Shia LaBeouf is a good actor and thinks the Transformers movies are good.
Wolverine will appear in Infinity War with a different actor? Yes, I think that's entirely possible.
Well, okay. I don't know. Fox does not want to let go of the IP because it still makes them money. It doesn't make them nearly as much money as Disney is making with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But at the same time, I think Fox has recognized that they can be the more edgy material as compared to Disney's Marvel, which is pretty squeaky clean when it comes to their action and their dialogue.
Yeah.
Whereas now Fox, it's kind of like how, you know, way back when, in terms of animation, Disney was almost strictly for kids, and Warner Brothers Animation, you know, Bugs Bunny and all that, even adults could enjoy because they had stuff thrown in. So I think that's what's going to happen if Fox changes their tone and goes R-rated and doesn't pull any punches. As long as they don't go over the top with their stuff and people, get sick of it real quick, then they could stay relevant for a while as long as that way they're able to keep the IP.
So Hugh Jackman has said he would play Wolverine again if X-Men went to Marvel/Disney. I believe that.
I would believe that too.
I believe that. That would be pretty cool. But
I think one of the reasons is because of the amount of moolah that would come from it. Because I mean, honestly, that has made that each person involved with the Marvel Cinematic Universe playing a main character has now gone on to make north of $15 million a movie.
Yep.
It's just like friggin'. There's a reason why Tony Stark hasn't been in as many, is because for every movie he gets paid $40 million, but it's worth it because every time he shows up he kills it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Honestly, like, here's what I want. Maybe not Wolverine. Give me more X-23.
Actually, there's talk about it. There's talk about it.
Give me more X-23.
Continuing the X-Men franchise with this current storyline with X-23.
Yeah. See,
that's
now
what they've talked about.
I'm in. Like, I could get behind that.
Yeah.
Because the way that they end this movie, they still have options, and I think the options they have
Nate, if you
are
leave it
fascinating.
So you can select Ruby fans that will have access to the Remnant TBG. All right, that sounds good, man.
What about Dokken? What about Dokken? Screw that guy.
Dokken.
Also, Ben, did you get 10 years younger?
Nobody.
Yeah.
But no, he found his chin.
I'm Shavesman.
He found his chin again.
Yep. Do you have any estimation of how old Wolverine is by the time he starts the movie?
Let's see.
Well, to be fair, Wolverine lived through, like, the Civil War?
Yeah, well, okay. James Howlett was born in 1830. No.
Yeah.
Like
it's 1800s or something.
like 1830 something.
Mm-hmm.
And this film takes place in the future of in the future.
Yeah, it's like 2029.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Somebody said Summer Glau as an adult X-23. Yes, please give. I want
Summer Glau. Yeah.
Yes, please give.
Summer Glau. Well, actually, I wouldn't mind them keeping her as a kid. Them keeping her as a kid for a little while and have her grow up and learn more. Grow up and learn more as she gets older.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see them continue this series from where they left it off.
Oh, yeah.
With X-23.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Wolverine was born James Howlett in Cold Lake, Alberta, Canada during the late 1880s.
18.
So...
But he went through the Civil War. No, that's in the X-Men Origins movie.
Yeah. Sorry.
So,
I got myself confused
So according
there.
to the according
to the canon. So he went through World War I. Well, he was in World War II.
Yeah.
Because he was part of Captain America's unit in World War II.
Yeah, the Howling Commandos.
Yeah.
Though he's excluded in the DC or the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well, I mean, he had to be.
Yeah, because intellectual properties.
Oh yeah, Channing Tatum as Gambit.
No. Here's the thing. I like Channing Tatum as Gambit because the thing about it is Channing Tatum is actually a better actor now.
All right.
He's gotten better.
He's grown a lot.
Okay.
He has grown a lot, and he takes the craft serious instead of it's just him, mugging to the camera and showing off his abs.
Yeah.
Instead, now, because he actually wanted to play Gambit because that was his favorite comic book character growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Remy LeBeau, the
Gambit's
talking Cajun.
Gambit is super cool.
Yeah.
But they have not done him right in
What do you expect? Well, what do you expect, man? They got a okay. No disrespect to Taylor Kitsch.
She's a samurai sword trying to become a real little girl. Yeah. Actually, that is.
Much.
Yes,
that's pretty much. But Taylor Kitsch, the guy they got to play him in X-Men Origins, he is. I'll say this, guys. I've never liked Taylor Kitsch. He was in the movie for 2 minutes. Well, he never impressed me as an actor. Period. As a matter of fact, he was one of the big turnoffs when it came to season 2 of True Detective. But they cast him as Remy LeBeau. The guy couldn't do a Southern accent to save his life.
Oh.
I mean, he's Canadian. Was it like The Last of Us? No, Solaire, it was not.
Gabriel, I know about Dokken. Screw that guy. He sucks. I hate him.
The end of a bridge. React to end of a bridge. Maybe. We'll probably do that.
Let's see. What about X-Men Evolutions? There was one thing that was done in the movie that I actually connected to an episode of X-Men Evolution.
Hey, maybe you all will catch it too.
Yeah, maybe you all will catch it too. I'm not going to say what it was.
Well,
but I think like it's like the plot of one episode, and it has a fairly major effect on one of the characters.
Yeah.
But,
not just the Southern accent, but they need an actual Cajun to play through. Not really, because here's the thing. Farmer Fran from, you remember Farmer Fran from Waterboy? The guy like, Go, we top dog out.
Unfortunately, yes, I do remember that.
That guy actually, he pulled off the Cajun accent very well, and he's not Cajun. I mean, honestly, you just have to get that accent down. Taylor Kitsch didn't even try. That's what got me.
So here's something.
The reason John Carter bombed was Taylor Kitsch. He didn't help things.
Do we want to talk about one of the things that we saw as we walked into?
Oh, right before the film began.
So yeah, who's that guy in the middle? I'm Ben. Hello.
Never seen it before.
I'm in all the videos, dude. I just don't have a beard now.
X-23 was created for X-Men Evolution.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yes. But so talk about the trailers you saw. So we got there kind of late.
Most of the trailers had already passed. As a matter of fact,
most of the trailers had already passed.
The lights dimmed.
But we did see the one that was important.
Get to the movies early because you will not want to miss it. Hey, Stealth Killer. Sunday. Sunday.
Yeah. Was Stan Lee in it? No.
No.
Stan Lee was not in it.
That's actually unfortunate. Wait a minute. If he was, we didn't see him.
And his tend to be gratuitous.
They do now. Obvious. They do now. Way back when, you remember when they did Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm.
All he was he was someone who pulled someone out of the way in the street.
Oh yeah.
And you got like a quick glimpse of his face.
Yeah.
But now he's pretty much there to mug for a few seconds, just like I created these characters. Enjoy.
I love Stan Lee's cameos.
Okay.
The best Stan Lee cameo was probably Amazing Spider-Man, even though that movie was.
There is no after credits scene.
No, there isn't.
Interestingly enough.
So do not stay for that.
We were waiting on it.
Mm.
It wasn't there. Let me make absolutely sure that Stan Lee was.
Oh yeah, he does deserve the screen light. As a matter of fact, are you Tony Stank?
Yeah. Oh my God, that line was perfect.
That one is probably his best one since Amazing Spider-Man.
Yep. Let's see. There weren't any major cameos.
Green Lantern had a lot of potential and it was a big hit in the comics back then, but the movie
was not great.
It was a shit ton of
So they had talked about Mr. Sinister showing up in this movie. He did not.
No.
Yes, that is worth.
But they have said that he will show up in a future X-Men movie.
Stan Lee, the Watcher, wasn't in it. No.
Stan Lee was not in it, which is weird, and I don't know how to feel about it.
It is worth repeating. Yes, Bronco Billy's comment.
Go ahead.
Logan is not safe for children. Do not.
Logan is absolutely not safe for children.
There's a lot of foul language.
It's more safe than Deadpool, but
but not by much.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
In terms of the language is nowhere near as gratuitous or grotesque as in Deadpool.
And there's a lot less innuendo.
Yeah,
than
a lot
Deadpool.
less.
But that would be hard to grab more.
But the violence is about equal, I'd say.
Also, there's just a moment where it's just like, oh,
There were
Those are boobs.
There were 3 children by themselves in the theater when we saw Logan today.
Yeah, they were running around like after the credit when they were waiting for the when they were waiting during the credits. Like 2 of them were running around, and like one of them was up in the front.
One of them had on those damn Heelys. These kids today.
Yeah.
Is Logan worth the watch? Yes.
Definitely.
It is absolutely worth a watch. Do not go in expecting a typical X-Men movie.
Do not.
No.
Do not.
Because this is
different in tone,
so much better.
Yeah.
Like legit. This is an excellent movie.
Nate, do you want to handle the giving away of the links in the TVG server?
We'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
Is Logan smarter than the average bear?
Yes.
Yes, but his vocabulary seems to have devolved slightly.
Well, the guy is getting older, and truth be told, as my dad put it, the older you get, the less words you want. There are less words you want to use, and more that you chose not to use. But at that age, you're just like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, there's. I think I could count like 4 times where there was.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna say it because like I try not to curse, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But this time I think I can actually do it. But there's like 4 times where there's just a string and you're like,
well,
wow,
that's excessive.
He's having a hard day.
Yeah. By the way, Vamp Hunter D Lover, yes, I did know that Inuyasha, the voice of Inuyasha, did Quicksilver. As a matter of fact, a lot of the voice actors for Inuyasha were in that show because it was the voice dubbing was done in Vancouver, and a lot of the Vancouver voice dub actors were in that. It's just like Funimation is like the one is like mostly Texas voice actors, whereas I forget the group in Vancouver. I forget what their name is, but yeah, I did know that Vamp Hunter D Lover. But yeah, you were saying, Ben?
What was I saying? It's about the string of.
He's having a hard
string
time.
of
Yeah,
obscenities.
I'm having a hard day.
Yeah.
Let's see. Somebody wanted us to talk about X-Men Evolutions, I think.
Oh yeah.
X-Men Evolutions is really cool.
X-Men Evolutions is probably I'd say my second favorite X-Men series. Okay.
Okay, what's your first? I'm almost sure. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Whereas X-Men
Cool.
Evolution, X-Men Evolution, in terms of animation, it's probably my favorite. But in terms of storytelling, there's parts of it that taper off. There should have been another season. Damn it!
There really should have been. Also, Zachary Lunsford, I'm going to go ahead and give you a piece of advice. I'm a contrarian. If you keep spamming that particular requests, I am less and less likely to react to them.
Just as the people who kept asking us to react to Space Engineers by Soviet Womble.
Dude, just wait. What if Boyd Holbrook, who played Donald Pierce, I could see him as Master Miller in a Phantom Pain movie. He was solid. Like, Donald Pierce, I didn't expect much out of him.
Uh-huh.
It was great.
Yeah.
He was great. I sort of wish that they had talked more about the Reavers.
Yeah.
But, beyond that, like, that, and then, a couple other things.
I think this movie did a good thing in not abusing gratuitous flashbacks, and by that I mean there were none.
Yeah, there was only one thing that I think could have counted as flashback, and it was exposition.
Yeah, there was very little exposition in this movie.
What do you think other comic book movies could learn from this? Being more human.
Being more human is a good one.
Yeah. Fan Four Stick movie was shit. Yeah.
being more human. Sabretooth is not in this movie. Being more human, being, I guess, it goes with being more human, but also not being afraid to say that, hey, our heroes bleed. Our heroes are not invulnerable.
Yeah, they're not unbreakable gods.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons that the Bane breaking Batman's back storyline was so great.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons that I love Casino Royale.
Yeah,
because Bond gets hurt.
Yeah,
and then he keeps going, but he doesn't just immediately recover.
Vampire D lover Eva Green as Mystique. Maybe
yeah,
I could see her as a sort of a replacement for Rebecca Romaine, but honestly, I think Ava Green just doesn't like playing femme fatales anymore.
Well, I think
that's all she's cast as.
Well, Ava Green
is Cable in it? No.
Well, Ava Green also doesn't particularly care for movie acting, as I understand it.
Yeah, she's. Yeah. Well.
Is that Iron Man mask like plastic or metal? It's plastic, but it's very well made.
Yeah, but it does have magnets.
Yeah. The death of Superman. The one time they made Superman interesting.
They kill him.
One time.
They kill him.
They killed him, yeah. Yeah. Now, Clark Kent's pretty okay. Superman sucks. Interest-wise. Kind of felt sad for Logan because it must suck to outlast everyone you care about. Yeah, that's actually touched on.
Yeah, that is.
That is touched on in this movie.
Yeah, immortality is in the eyes of people who wish to make connections. People who want to connect with others. It's a detriment. It is a detriment.
Yep. Because
you witness all of the people that you grew to care about die around you, and that's just like that's one of the things that I wish. Okay, they touched on it in the movie Highlander.
Yeah,
but not enough.
Oh, and that's something. So, somebody mentioned something in the chat here about except outlasting Charles Xavier. So they actually state he's 90 years old in this one, at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he has so much fun with it.
Yeah. And he's fun. He was fun.
He has a lot of fun with it.
Okay, can we get a happy clap for Mini Lad? He's been recovering.
Oh yeah.
His friend Jay is still in the.
I mean that's unfortunate, but I'm glad that I'm glad.
Yeah.
Mini Lad's getting better. That's good. This can't be the first time he's dealing with loneliness. Yeah, but it's rough.
The part of his problem is he doesn't deal with it.
No,
that is a distinct part of his problem.
Yes,
he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk to anybody.
So anyway, enough on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good God, Mikey Brewer. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you want us to see your comment again, post it again.
Chat goes by real
fast. Don't just say last comment.
Did Logan accept X-23? I'm not going to say anything more about that.
No spoilers.
Let's see. Brick Boss Studios, you've got your shout out. Good luck at school tomorrow.
Yeah, good luck at school.
What happened to the rest of the X-Men?
No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
Yeah.
No comment.
Hey, listen closely. That's all I'm saying.
It's more... Yes, but it's more than just that. I know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Listen closely.
I've seen the Anime Drifters.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We've seen the All-Star Superman animated movie. It was okay. But was Gambit in the movie? No.
Hey, Church, how you doing?
Yep. We can... There were only 2 X-Men in that movie.
No.
I mean, really. There were only 2 X-Men in that movie.
Okay. In some ways, doing a review live stream of a movie still out was a bad idea.
I
That's
don't
only
know.
if we do spoilers.
We're not spoiling anything.
No, we're not.
I think thinking of it as a podcast at this point is probably not a good idea, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll work audio only.
Sentinels are out. No Sentinels in this movie.
No.
None.
PG-13 Deadpool movie wouldn't be a bad idea.
It was. I don't think you could do a PG-13.
No,
Deadpool
you
movie.
can't.
No,
You
that
can't.
that just
Yeah, I don't think you can do it.
it does. That's not what Deadpool's about. So.
Yes, I did know
Yeah.
that there's an X-Men anime, Blue Soul Rain. It was pretty good. X-Men versus Human.
Yep.
Fun.
Yeah. Would you guys be open to reviewing movies? Yeah.
Honestly, that's one
that's
thing
kind of what we
about.
do.
We've talked about doing that with Bo because that's one thing he loves to do. He loves talking about
Oh
movies.
man. Yeah, I was hoping we'd see Bo tonight.
I was hoping so too.
Because we went to the theater where he works.
Yeah.
And he wasn't in. He wasn't working tonight. But I was really hoping. I miss that son of a bitch.
Deadpool cannot be kid friendly.
No.
Movies like Reefer Madness. I'd love to watch Reefer Madness because just of how bad it is.
It's so bad. Let's see. If you did a PG-13 Deadpool, it would be 17 seconds long. Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay. So there were 3 X-Men in that movie. Yeah.
Shh. No more.
Yeah.
As we.
Yeah. Okay. There were 3. All right.
There's.
Anyway, so hey.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Or say too much.
Yeah, you say too much.
Does anyone know when the next Deadpool will come out? Not soon enough.
We actually literally still don't know who's going to be in the next Deadpool movie except for Ryan Reynolds. He's literally the only person still in the production team.
Well, okay.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Well, actually, they've announced the director.
Oh,
they have announced the director,
Yeah,
but that's
because go ahead.
It's Chad Stahelski. He directed John Wick. He co-directed John Wick.
Okay.
all right.
Because they had a director and then he dropped out. And
Tim Miller was upset with the way the story was going.
Yep. No Cable just yet. No, we don't know anything about Cable yet.
No.
Hopefully they pick a good Cable. Yep. Oh, I saw Hobo with a Shotgun mentioned. Man, Hobo with a Shotgun's a hell of a thing.
Will we be doing any more Redneck videos? Yes.
I didn't think Hobo with a Shotgun was terrible.
No, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was interestingly made. I mean, you knew they were like going for like cheeseball stuff.
Oh yeah.
What advice can you give for an aspiring filmmaker?
Make films.
Well,
like
make films.
Go
Do
out
not
there.
Try to get paid for that.
Do not be afraid
to make bad films.
No,
Just make films until you realize what's good.
Yeah, make films that you're happy with. As a matter of fact, Elena, right there at your feet.
Oh yeah, there's a script.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
No. Hand it here.
Yeah. Nate wrote a script.
Yeah. Write things that honestly, try writing things and heck, make them short. Make them short starting out.
Yeah,
and
do short bits that you've got a handle on, and then build up.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Perlman as Cable, I'd be all right with that. I'm still hoping for Stephen Lang.
Yeah, because Stephen Lang is just.
His look.
He looks exactly like friggin' Cable.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, let's pull him up. Let's pull him up.
Yeah, absolutely. Will you guys get the Switch or wait a while? Man,
I might get it soon. I'm not sure actually.
I want one, but the problem is that I don't have money. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let me get this on the screen for everyone to see. Yeah, that's Stephen Lang, everybody. That's him. That's him, as he put it. He hadn't worked out in months, and he looks like that.
And it's just like that's.
Imagine him as Cable. Holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
Only problem is he's short, but they can put some tall boots on him.
Yeah.
They can put some tall boots on him.
See, the thing is, an actor's height is not necessarily a big detriment anymore.
Look at Wolverine.
Yeah.
We just talked about that.
Yep.
Opinions
Way to bring it
on
back around. I like it.
Opinions on people who say DK64 is garbage.
That Kong's not one hell of a guy.
Well, I'll say this. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and most of the time it's full of shit.
Yep. DK64 was pretty great.
I liked it a lot. Kevin Nash, thing about Kevin Nash, he's not very physically active. He's torn both of his quads several times and absolutely refuses to do any kind of calisthenics that'll help him regain his movement.
The worst.
Yeah.
Still. Oh, yeah, a lot of actors are short, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it surprised me how, okay.
Robert Downey Jr. wear heels to make himself look taller than Pepper. I think he does, actually.
I think so, too.
They probably put him on boxes out of shot, too, at some point.
Oh, yeah.
They do that a lot more than you think.
Robert Downey Jr. is 5'9".
No, I think he's actually shorter than that.
No, I'm looking on. I just Googled it.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow is also 5'9". So yeah.
So Ron Perlman would be okay as Cable, but we'd have to
I
see.
mean,
Pepper was probably wearing heels all the time, though.
That's also true.
Yeah, it's true.
Because that's the professional lady look.
Right. Yes.
But let's see.
Yeah.
How tall is Stephen Lang?
Tall as Stephen Lang.
I don't think
you guys are
gonna help
On
you.
there.
5'10". So not bad.
Okay.
How tall is Ryan Reynolds? I think he's like
He's like
6'2".
Yeah, I was
Wow.
actually gonna say 6'2". I was like, I think he's 6'2". Oh, wait.
Wow.
I don't know. Why did I remember that? That's weird.
I'm 6'2".
Yeah. Wait, Peter Dinklage is gonna be in Infinity War as who?
I have no.
I mean,
idea.
is he gonna be? Oh no, the name just. Dang it! His character from.
I am
First
I'm
Class.
6'2". If anyone
They
cares.
don't have that IP.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
the
I
name
can't-
either.
I
It
can't-
Just escaped
David
me, but
Harbour.
David Harbour is from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, he's Sheriff Potter.
I love David Harbour.
He's 6'3". He's 6'3" as well.
Jim.
So.
Jim Hopper. Yeah.
Jim
All right,
Hopper.
I could see it. I could see that.
I could see him as. Plus, he's sarcastic enough to play him.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just
Good.
be like Deadpool.
Good chin. Good
Yeah.
chin.
Good chin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see any of those videos debunking the Samurai Viking Knight video we reacted to?
No, I haven't.
We haven't watched any of them, but we saw that they existed,
And okay, here's the thing.
yeah.
We don't know exactly what the hell it was like back then. People can say, "Well, how do you know samurai, or how do you know Vikings didn't have this or
Is
that?"
he gonna be Modok?
I don't.
Oh.
And I don't care really. In all honesty, in terms of what history says, I mean, I don't know. Any Ruby theories for next season? I choose to just let Ruby do itself. I really don't
That's
like
Modok.
to.
They're doing that bit. Actually,
Are they doing that bit?
I could see Peter Dinklage as MODOK. I could see that.
Well, Peter Dinklage was in the X-Men universe as Trask.
Boulevard Trask, thank you.
Yeah.
Killing me.
We were trying to remember that.
Yeah. Might be it might be the Watcher. Yeah, okay. I can see that. But so yeah, Matt all right. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
About
Ben, Nate, did you see End of Evangelion? Okay, I've seen End of Evangelion. It's messed up.
I have not.
It's messed up.
I've read about End of Evangelion because that's what I do.
It's crazy
I
and
tend to
messed
read
up.
things to try to catch up. Yeah, it's crazy.
Samurai 1 against Viking and Deadless War. That's what I said. I said that.
Do you think Marvel should make a samurai character for the upcoming Avengers movies? There are plenty of samurai characters already in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, well, yeah, just add in a good one. I mean, that's really it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I mean, honestly, you know what I'd like? I'd like a sword. I'd like a samurai that has a sword that's made of unobtainium, and he actually is like not. I wouldn't say cybernetically enhanced, but is biologically enhanced in some way.
There's a couple of those. Let's see. Silver Samurai is the one I'm first thinking of. But give me a second.
Silver Samurai would be all right. Of course, he
I'm
had.
sorry, isn't that Ace Attorney?
No, that's Steel Samurai. But good job. Yeah.
I know this is off topic, but I bet you'd laugh at the ones trying to laugh 21. We'll get back to those.
We'll see.
We'll get back to those.
I'm gonna be real with you. The way my life is being right now, I don't know that I'd laugh at much of anything. Anyway, hey, let's see. Actually, so fun fact, the Silver Samurai led the first incarnation of Big Hero 6 in the comics.
Interesting.
So that's fun.
You think we'll see Emma Frost in the future? Maybe.
Oh wait, Silver Samurai was in the Wolverine.
Yeah, a version of the Silver Samurai.
Yeah, because he was like Silver Samurai was actually also like one of the characters that was in the movie separate from Silver Samurai.
He was Mariko's father. Mariko's father was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about Spartans for the For Honor game? I'd like to see the Spartans. I'd like to see the Mongols, the Persians, the Huns. I mean, why not?
There's a lot of fighters you could throw out there.
Yeah, but
be absolutely sweet.
Yeah, but what were we discussing? It was darn.
Yeah.
It's left me too.
It happens.
Silver Samurai.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was supposed to be. And honestly, when I heard who they got to play, I think. Let me actually look at the cast list for the Wolverine.
Who did they get? They
got Shingen Yashida was the one.
Let's see. Haruhiko Yamanouchi was the actor who played the Silver Samurai.
No, he's the one who played the old man.
He's the one who played the old man, which Silver Samurai was a suit worn by the old man.
No, it was worn by Shingen Yashida.
Ichiro Yashida. I'm looking at the page right now.
Oh.
Yep.
I figured he was.
His son was the Silver Samurai.
Okay.
Yeah. Pink Princess and Silver Samurai in the movie. Yep.
Well, actually, I'd like to see Shingen Yashida as.
Matt Pat claimed he was being historically. Yeah.
Hiroyuki Sanada. That when I heard they got Hiroyuki Sanada, I was very excited because I like Hiroyuki Sanada.
Yeah.
But okay.
Let's see. Peter Dinklage might be playing Adam Warlock's sidekick. Ooh, which means we're getting Adam Warlock. Ooh. That could be fun.
Nate, when I have told you about
what have I told you about? What are you?
Does anyone else in the Renegades know about it?
From what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be pretty sweet.
Yeah, Ben seen.
But I've got to get
Renegades vs. Family Guy episode. I don't watch Family Guy anymore. Next question.
No more. We're not gonna talk about game theory.
No more game theory. All right,
because that's just gonna turn into a thing.
No, it is because we watched it and we enjoyed it, but at the same time, people were just like, oh, you guys are stupid. And it's just like, guys, we're moving on. Leave it alone.
Moratorium starts now.
Yeah,
including on us.
All right.
Samurai faction character with the Kusari Gama. Ooh. That would be very difficult to manage weapon-wise because everybody else is using close-range weapons.
Well, yeah. Well,
moratorium means we're not doing any more of it.
Well, actually, the only one who doesn't use a long-range weapon... Actually, there's several who don't use long-range weapons. Some use, like, long broad axes. And
yeah, but, I mean, that's still pretty close range.
What's a moratorium? It means
we're not talking about it anymore. It means no more
discussion, period.
Opinion on Breath of the Wild. I haven't gotten to play it yet, but...
Neither have I.
I'm super hyped that it's getting rave reviews.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's got, like, the best... one place in Europe... I think it's... I forget which magazine it is in Europe. Gave it its highest score in, like, 10 years.
Yep.
So I'm very excited about that.
Let's see.
Okay, worst Futurama episode?
Man, I don't know. That's tough.
Okay, I'd say probably... Let's
see.
Damn, that
flail
is
and
a tough
not
one.
really long range. Yeah.
But you know which one I think is one of the best ones, where they got the original cast of Star Trek.
Oh, that one was really good. Yeah.
That was probably one of their best because they got all of them. It was just like whoa. And so far, the Vikings and Samurai are my best bet.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Blue Soul Rain. Samurai. I go Samurai because that's the ones I'm best with.
D&D story. Let's see. I don't
Or
know.
since his
I've
episodes,
told a bunch of my D&D stories.
Almost anything. I'd say the majority of the episodes after season 12.
Yeah, that's about right.
Saddest episode of Futurama. The one with Seymour sitting out in front of the pizzeria.
Oh, no! No, why would you bring that up?
That, to me, is the saddest moment from Futurama. Because, and that song playing in the background.
Oh, that one hurts.
If I have to wait forever.
Ben, have you ever played a Paladin? No, Paladins are dull, honestly.
Spencer Southam. Can you touch up a little bit more on your pro wrestling
experiences?
Okay, in terms of the biggest show I went and watched, WrestleMania 18. I was there.
Ooh.
And I witnessed The Undertaker go 10-0. I witnessed Hulk Hogan versus The Rock. I witnessed a lot in there. But here was the thing: it didn't have any big key matches. It didn't have like a cage match or anything like that.
Oh yeah. It didn't have a spectacle match.
It didn't have a spectacle match, which you need at WrestleMania. You need a spectacle match. But from what I understand, the Canadian government, Canadian Sports Authority, were not happy about the violence at that time. So they actually declined to have a. I think actually Kane was going to challenge someone to a Hell in a Cell match.
Ooh.
And to witness a Hell in a Cell match to me would have been awesome. But yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, he was the world heavyweight champion of fisticuffs at Nakatomi High School. Yeah,
no,
that's true. That's true.
No, I was just the random dude who threw people downstairs when they pissed me off.
Okay, Sunset Night. Here's something. So, Paladins in 3.5 are all over the place because
south.
Here's the problem with Paladins in 3.5. So you've got a fighter who also has minimal divine casting, whose big gimmick is, oh hey, I have a horse now.
By the way, Nate saw the workout video, Return of the True Ham Bone. No, just random Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu failing Nate who gets tied up in knots by Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belts. Gosh, those guys were good.
But, man,
Paladins
suck. Nobody uses a horse. There are a bunch of options that give them better stuff, but if you're going to play a Paladin, just play a Crusader.
Nate was the Nakatomi. No, in truth, I was the Nakatomi anti-hero because honestly,
it's true.
I wasn't one of those I wasn't winning a popularity contest.
You're the reason they had to replace the roof after all.
Shut up. Okay. That was a misunderstanding. Okay. So here's how I was. I was in the middle. In terms of, on one side you have the perfect kids, straight A students with, who are in all the clubs, who are in all of the, every extracurricular program, and some of them play sports.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the bad side of it, which, are the asshole jocks who play sports, the rich asshole kids who think that their lives are so amazing, so much better that they don't have to explain themselves or anything. And me here I was in the middle.
M. Kane's got your number. You're no anti-hero. Anti-heroes don't get the shit beat out of them by a woman in theater class.
She smacked me with a cane. That isn't getting my ass kicked. Now, if she would have punched me in the face like 10 times and there was no reproach from me, what else is there? I talked back to her. She wasn't happy about it. She hit me with a cane. I called her a bitch. She deserved it.
What is the... Oh, no, it's app updates.
It's app updates.
I was like, what is happening? Okay, we're good. Let's see. Favorite Archer episode? Oh, man. So basically all the factions from Bully and your Jimmy Hopkins.
No, not Jimmy Hopkins. Honestly, I'm not a smartass, and my mom isn't, a gold digger, and my my dad's there, and my dad was there for me most of the time.
Green is a Gore D&D noob has created a rogue wood elf assassin. No, that's good.
So Nate is an anti-bitch? No. In truth, I'm kind of a bitch in some ways. For instance, I absolutely refuse to hit a woman.
Yeah.
And
let's see. Ben during Try Not to Laugh is basically physically unable to laugh.
okay,
I do pretty well at locking it down.
Hell Thief, I don't know what the hell you're going on about, but please stop that.
It's something, yeah.
Please stop that. If you don't, there will. Nate, you're not a female dog.
Tabaxi in 5th edition. Foxcast.
No, I'm a pit
Tell
bull.
me about the Tabaxi, because I don't remember them.
Favorite SG1 episode? Go.
Oh, that's a big list.
That's Ben.
The one where Jack has to live the same day over and over again.
Ben.
It's Groundhog Day, but for Jack.
Yeah, and of course he's just gonna be so sassy about it. Yeah.
I love
So
that
It's
episode
so good.
so much.
It's so good.
No, I'm not, Solaire. Truth is, I was just a guy who wanted to just go about my business. I didn't want to interact with anybody. I just wanted to be who I am. All right. And it just devolved. It just devolved because people are just so. Okay, MLK Elite, is that MLK or MIK?
Yeah.
Mike Elite 04.
Hello. Does not tell me I get into fights with Cromartie.
Not sure.
Yep.
So, Punisher Dirty Laundry, we already did it.
We did it.
Check our channel.
Yep.
Wait, what? Somebody asked a question. Can you scroll up a minute?
Yep. So what are we talking about? Stuff. We're just talking about everything. If you all could go back in time to meet anyone in the film industry, who would it be? That's Vincent Price, Walt Disney, or Sterling Holloway. Ooh, Vincent Price. That'd be fun.
Vincent Price. I just have him say things for me. I'd make a list of things for him to say, and for just so I could freak people out with modern day pop culture things. And it's just what's one thing that he could say that's popped up here recently?
We are never ever getting back together.
Yeah, either that.
I mean, it's classic.
Okay, either that or no twerking. Have some decency. That would freak people out.
To be fair, the joke that I always make is get back to twerk.
Get back to twerk.
Get back to
moron.
twerk. Yeah. Anyway.
Nakatomi Nate's nemesis. Actually, that girl, you can call her Hannah von Gruber.
Yeah, all right. That's
you can call the girl who smacked me with a cane Hannah von Gruber.
Talk about how much better Elder Scrolls is than Fallout. No, I love Fallout.
Good idea or bad idea? Vincent Price as Ra's al Ghul. Good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Nate, did you guys play Resident Evil 7? If so, what's the saddest part of that game?
Oh, I know exactly what the saddest part of that game is.
Well,
you know exactly the one.
Spoilers. Watch their playthrough of
Yeah.
Resident 7.
Yeah. Hannah von Gruber? No, Gruber.
Gruber.
Yeah, it's from Die Hard. That's the joke.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
That's the joke.
Okay.
But yeah, the bit where there's the flashback that he has, where he's talking to the family before.
Oh yeah.
And you're just
that gives you insight.
You get
into
so much back, and you're just oh
man.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Also the
Have you gotten the idea that leaves you thinking about Samurai
saddest
Group?
moment was in Jack's 55th birthday. No, I don't know about that. I
haven't actually played anymore.
I think the one that got me was that, and then the very beginning of the Sisters DLC, where Jack's I always wanted to run a bed and breakfast, and you're just oh no, bad things are going to happen to you. No.
Okay, do you think that the samurai are a group or all samurai shogun clans?
Probably a bunch of shogun clans.
They are. They're a bunch of shogun clans from the Eastern Guard. That's what I'm understanding. Have you guys played the Nightmare? Yes, we have played Nightmare. We played all the DLC so far. When the rest of the DLC comes out, we'll play it.
Was Nightmare the puzzle one?
No, Nightmare was the one where you collected scrap and you had to survive.
You had the time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't beat that, but we played it. Remember that.
Worst episodes of Steven Universe are anything
I don't know
Ronaldo
about that.
or Lars.
I don't know.
Nate, thoughts on a ninja faction in For Honor? If they made that as part of the samurai class, it's
samurais and ninjas were typically at odds.
They were, but in truth, if it was for their country, they'd work together.
I suppose.
I just binge watched Naruto. Oh God, you must have been at that for weeks.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because that's a lot of Naruto. That's 220 episodes. 220 episodes of regular Naruto, and almost like over 300 episodes of Shippuden. Holy crap!
What the hell is Nakatomi High School? It's Nate's backstory.
Yeah, Nakatomi High School. It was a thing that started up when
it was a good time.
Yeah, when it was you and Micah that started it up. I told them a story about when I fought two guys in a stairwell,
and Nate was just like, like Micah's just sitting there. It's like, oh yeah, so that time you threw the guy down the stairs. It's like, no, what are you talking about? And then, of course, on top of that, the fact that Spanish Carl Winslow. Well, once that happened, it's over.
That actually sprung up. I actually gave props to Micah for coming up with that because he goes. So you're gonna have to call Carl Winslow in to help you out.
And it's like, you mean Reginald Val Johnson?
Yeah, and he goes,
you know what that stands for? Spanish Carl Winslow.
And boom,
Elena's not asleep. She's awake.
We were done.
She's got her mic turned off, but she's awake.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. So
when are you getting back to Dank Swools? Not this Saturday, I'll tell you that.
What are you talking about? Nakatomi High School is totally real.
Oh, it's totally real.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Nate fought two people on the stairwell, and we turned it into Die Hard, and it was great.
Nate fought two people on an effing stairwell. Yes, I did.
Yep.
How it was these guys were picking on me all the way down the hallway, and I eventually had enough. I pushed one away, and the other one was like grabbing me and everything, like just trying to punch me. I was like holding them close and like just keeping them from hitting me. And then one of them started running at me to try and push me or tackle me, and I was right at the edge of the stairs. Stairs were right behind me. I pushed the other one away, and the other one comes over, and I pretty much just do a pass where I spin my body. I torque my upper body, and I trip him, and I throw, and I just let him go down. His motion did the work. I just redirected it.
Yes. Okay. Somebody was asking something. Vampiric. So. If you want to send us stuff on Steam, I think your name on the Discord is the same as your... Yeah, so he's Renegade Nate on Steam, and I'm Mad Dr. Tolliver.
So
we're... Elena Nitz.
And she's Elena Nitz. So, yeah.
So if you want to send us...
If you want to send us something, search for our Discord name and go from there.
Yeah, so, that's the best
they're
thing.
spelled exactly the same.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're going... So Nate tried to be Captain America? Yup.
No,
Let's see. Have you...
I just fought back.
Have you guys ever been into Yu-Gi-Oh? Man, I was in at the very beginning of the card game release here, and it was...
Nate, I have made a deal with you on Discord.
It was nuts.
Would you like to know?
Go
ahead. Go ahead. Favorite fictional character pairing in anime?
Does Micah have Steam? I think so.
Nate, you are so freaking awesome, dude. Says Nightmare Reaper. Thank you. I don't think he does. Hold on. Let me go back.
Micah does have Steam. Has he played Shadowrun? Micah actually doesn't play all that many games. He gets he'll get on a tear where he's like, I'm gonna play this.
Favorite fictional pairing in anime? They weren't a couple, but I liked them working together. And in all honesty, I think there was something there. It's just different time or different place, things would have been different, or things would have been better. Spike and Faye from Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, okay, I could get
because that last interaction that they had before Spike left, I was just like, because you could tell that there was something there because she didn't want him to leave, and he knew he had to because he had to confront his past, or else he'd never stop following him.
Let's see. Dread Catalyst. Just finished watching some stuff now. I'm here. Cool.
I stopped watching Shippuden around 300. I was just like, I can't anymore.
Yeah.
What's your favorite video game of all time? That's a broad question.
Yeah. It's dangerous.
Very.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm playing one of my favorites on stream on Saturdays now.
Major Kusanagi and Bato. Major Kusanagi and Bato are a good pairing, if you ask me. Well,
I don't know that I could see them necessarily in like a romantic relationship.
Well, as Commander and Lieutenant, I think they get along really well. They work well together.
That's definitely true.
But as romantic partners, I don't see it as much.
Yeah.
Rate Trump 1 of 10.
We're not doing that.
Refuse.
We're not going to get
political
political
here's the thing. We say anything about Trump in any way, regard, or whatsoever, we're spammed with we're shit posted on both sides.
The deal was if you master Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Mandalore's going to send you a Cold Steel Gladius.
Okay, here's the thing. Do you know how long? Okay, you know how you rank in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
How's that?
You start out as a white belt,
right, and then your belt gets stained, and then it's yellow. Typically.
Well, okay.
You know,
how the rank? Okay, actually, let me look up the rankings on here. Let's see. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ranking system. Okay, so white belt, blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, black belt, red belt, red and white belt, and then
red and black,
red white, and then red, then straight red.
Huh.
Okay. Helio Gracie, one of the original practitioners, did not receive his red belt. He started practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu when he was 5 years old under his father, Carlos Sr. He did not get his red belt until he was 82.
Dang.
I will never get there.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's like regular Jiu-Jitsu, but with less hair. Ginger Twerk, you did good. You did good. Will Micah make the next mailbag? Yes. Assuming that the bathroom storm is over for him.
Which I think it is.
I think so too. But yeah, he should be here Sunday, and we've got some mail over there.
Ben, Nate, you think? What do you guys think of season 13 Red versus Blue? Are you excited for season 15?
I don't know if I finished season 13.
I haven't finished season. As a matter of fact, I haven't finished season 12. I think season 12 was the last one I fully watched. And, yeah. Well, Helio Gracie lived to be 96. I mean, honestly.
Dang.
And here's the thing. That guy had more broken bones and more torn ligaments than anyone else.
So
82 red belt sounds like a rapper. It kind of does.
Yep. Vampiric. I actually just looked at the mod suggestions. I did some modding here last night trying to get my mind off of things. So I've added Eve, which is the energy weapons visual enhancement. I've added a bunch of stuff. I'm going to have a mod list. It will go in the description on the Saturday stream.
Okay.
Make me.
Okay. But
okay.
Seriously, make me.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what is the name of Caleb's YouTube channel? Caleb does not have a YouTube channel.
Caleb just makes a bunch of accounts so that he can say when the video starts.
Exactly. That's the thing about it. Every time you see that, it's always Caleb.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
It's always Caleb.
But then,
don't let him get away with pretending they're not Caleb.
But then, Solaire, any thoughts on a final boss for the Nakatomi High School game?
Man, I don't know.
I'd say Hans Schnitzel and Hanna von Gruber.
Like the tag team battle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
where Hans Schnitzel continuously trying to
like the Katayanagi twins.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah. And I battle them because I started playing bass guitar when I was in school, and I actually was in like several like makeshift bands. As a matter of fact, did I tell you all about the one time I was in a talent show at my high school and and all the bad shit that happened?
Oh, this ought to be good.
Okay. There were two friends of mine. They were brothers, Daniel Counts and Jesse Counts. Both of them played guitar. They were both pretty good. We wanted...
Was the name of their band Counts to Two?
No. Okay. That's actually pretty funny.
I did a thing.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the kitchen before Elena hits me.
Have you saw AMV Hell? Yes,
oh,
I've seen
boy.
all of them.
Those are
Holy
a thing.
Shit. Okay, but anyway, we were in a group. We were in a band, and they played guitar. They convinced me to play bass with them. And we had a guy who we were gonna bring in to sing, and we had a guy who said he was gonna play drums for us. Okay, a week before the show, the drummer I never met the drummer, and the guy who said he was gonna sing for us was saying, "Oh yeah, I'll be there. Don't worry."
He wasn't there.
Anyway, he never showed up. Anyway, we kept saying, well, Jesse and Danny were just like, yeah, man, the drum will be there, the singer will be there, and I'm just like, guys, we have a few days before the show. We haven't rehearsed with them at all. What the heck's going on? They're like, don't worry, man, don't worry. We'll get them caught up and everything. What we were doing the song by Stained, So Far Away. Okay. Yeah, it was early mid 2000s. Give me a break. Anyway, I hear this before the show. He said Daniel comes to me and says, "Look, man, the guy that we had to play drums with us, turns out he's playing with another person during the show, and he doesn't want to play with us."
Good for you.
And I'm like, "You said that he'd do that for us," and he's like, "I thought he would, man, but apparently he just doesn't want to play it. He just doesn't want to play with another group." And I'm like, "All right, well, I guess we'll just have guitar and we'll have sing." And he's like, "Yeah, we actually couldn't get the guy that we wanted to sing with us, but instead I got my buddy Andrew, and what we'll do is we'll have him sing instead." I'm like,
"This is gonna go well."
I'm like, Andrew doesn't sing, dude. Andrew, he attempts to sing, and like random like cat drowning noises come out. And
that's good. Oh, that's
okay. So anyway, we get out on stage and we start playing. Everything's going okay for like the first 30 seconds. And here I am. I'm playing the bass part. I'm playing it all the way.
Did you learn the bass line from Final Fantasy II?
No.
Anyway.
No. I can though.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I'm playing the song and everything's going good. All of a sudden, across the stage, out of Jesse's amplifier, I hear the signal goes bad, and Jesse's just like, oh god, and Daniel stops playing. Daniel takes his guitar off, stops playing, and goes over to help his brother. And meanwhile, here I am, like, stuck playing the bass notes with no guitar backing me up. And then Andrew forgets the words. In the first verse. He forgets the damn words. And here I am playing the whole way through. And then when we were in the middle of the second verse, they couldn't figure anything out with Jesse's guitar. So Daniel picks up his guitar and goes back to playing with me on time and everything. I never missed a beat on it.
Mm-hmm.
But then after we were done playing and Andrew just fumbles the rest of the way through, one person clapped. It was my mother. And I thank her for that to this day. Ooh. That place was dead quiet. Only thing I heard was a single.
Okay, which is worse? One person clapping or nobody clapping?
I think
because I'm not sure.
Well, here's the thing. My mother was going to support me no matter what, and I knew she would clap, because she supported me and was always happy. But then, of course, if I heard nothing but dead silence and we walked off the stage, I probably would have hopped off. Okay, outside there was this overlook thing that was about 20 feet. That was about 20 feet straight down if you went off the edge there.
Oh dear.
There would have been no response. I'd have just been like the boss from friggin' the IT crowd. Walked up there and just woo.
It's just. And there we go.
It's like, sir, they want you downstairs. Tell them I'll be right down. Woo!
Jesus.
But dude, that was just like, it was so crippling to me because, okay, and I'll tell you the best show we had. The best show we had was at this place called Foggy Hollow in Jonesboro, Virginia.
I keep forgetting about that. There's another Jonesboro. I was like, wait a minute.
It's in Lee County.
Yep.
Anyway, we're there, and it's a big show. There's like, We thought there's going to be only 30, 40 people there. Place was packed with 175 to 200 people.
Dang.
We did not expect that.
There's all right.
Okay, anyway, we start playing. The crowd gets into it.
Ooh.
This was when I was in that punk rock band that is still going
yes.
on. The aptly named Porno Arcade.
I still really, guys?
Yeah, I know. But anyway, we went through the show. We were in the middle of the show, and my cousin Zach was on lead guitar. My cousin Zach can shred up a guitar like nobody's business. If he's ever on the show again, I'll have him do a demonstration for y'all just how good he is.
Oh Lord.
Anyway, he's shredding it up and everything. And there was a guitarist who was there from a band that actually the owner had pulled in from New Jersey. These people drove down from New Jersey and they were on tour and they played at our show. And the guitarist from that band was bowing to my cousin, just oh,
dang.
Bow to thee. And after that, well, you won't forget the band's name. No, you won't. Never.
Nope.
Okay. So anyway, we're playing that show. And then we took a risk and we did an acoustic song at the very end. It was the last song. And we sat down on the ground. And all of a sudden, everyone else in the place sits down on the ground with us.
Ooh.
It was so cool because we sat down on the edge of the stage and we started playing. And all of a sudden they sit down too, and it's just oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is awesome. It was just oh, yes. And that was the best feeling. The best feeling after we played that show.
Wasn't that your all's last show before the revival?
Yeah, it was the last show because about 2 months later, our drummer gets popped for selling pills, and our bassist, on a whim, moves down to South Carolina because a girl talks to him.
Ooh.
Awkward.
I don't know.
Well, there
Nate,
you go.
That was your version of Woodstock. No, that was actually my Fillmore East. That was my Allman Brothers band. If you've never heard that album, but anyway, yeah, that was a hell of a time.
Oh,
but
wow, TNA lost the Hardys.
Yeah,
Ooh.
the Hardys left big time.
Ooh.
Hard. Woo.
Woo.
And,
TNA's dead.
well,
hardcore
yeah,
dead.
They are.
Yeah.
And
That's
okay.
over.
Let's see. Vamp Hunter D Lover actually posted something. Let me.
That's
the joke.
That's the joke.
Okay.
I'm glad that. Thanks, Rainier Wolfcastle. You're welcome.
You are welcome. Bye.
I love that I can pull off Rainier Wolfcastle, but I can't pull off Arnold. It's so weird.
True.
It's the same voice, but I. Anyway.
Okay, I can't find it. Too far back. Sorry.
Yep. Let's see.
Go ahead and repost that comment if you want.
The reason is creative control and money. Yeah, I believe that.
I don't doubt that for a second because honestly, what the Hardys have done with the Broken gimmick is awesome.
Yep.
It's awesome what they've done.
Favorite game that has a storyline but can also be kind of a sandbox. Like all the Fallout games.
Like Fallout,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Tale of Two Wastelands.
Tale of Two Wastelands. Yeah.
There you go. And your friend was never seen again, Nate.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, actually, no, he's out now.
Actually, the friend that went to South Carolina.
Oh,
the other one.
Oh, he came back. He came back 6 months later, just I can't believe she would do that to me. It's
we all could. Everybody else could.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you see Eddie and the Beast?
Blood Dragon King. We'll catch you later.
Thanks for tuning in, Blood Dragon King. Yep. Eddie and the Beast. No, I haven't.
Gonna go with no because.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. So yeah.
SmackDown after WrestleMania. Brother Wyatt.
Oh.
Actually, I'd like to see that.
Yes.
Broken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt.
Please, can we?
All of a sudden, Bray Wyatt comes out. He's like, I have conquered all there is to be conquered in the WWE universe. There's no one out there who can muster against me. And all of a sudden, you hear that very distorted version of Moonlight Sonata come on.
There you go.
And then all of a sudden, through the static comes broken Matt Hardy. He's like, Brother Wyatt, amongst this, I can see you are not broken, and therefore you are not in your complete form. I can fix that for you.
Oh, that's good. Oh man, see now. This is what was right for WWE.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know.
Seriously, everybody pull your money. We'll buy WWE.
Yeah.
It's going to be nuts.
Yeah, we will buy WWE. We will give Matt Hardy creative control, and we will let him do what he wants.
Well, I mean, pretty much it's going to be like, all right, what culture? You guys are in. Come on.
Yeah, you guys. Hey, Adam Blampier, Simon, and Jack. As long as you don't overbook Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Lecky Bench.
But
as long as you don't overbook her, you'll be good.
Yeah,
you'll be good.
But after that, yes.
And Pacini, your new GM, do a good job.
Ooh. I don't know. See, like, I don't know. Some of the general managers I'm pretty happy with. Like, for example, oh god,
I like Daniel Bryan and Mick Foley both.
Yeah, Mick Foley, huge.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan, I mean,
Nate, you should be head of WWE Creative. No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
In all honesty, what they need to do, they just need to get rid of some of the people who have been a hindrance on the company for the longest time. Number one, get rid of Kevin friggin' Dunn. That guy, as a matter of fact, I'll give you a direct quote from Kevin. You want to know how bad this guy is, Elena? I will give you a direct quote as to what he said about this one wrestler. Her name was Kelly Kelly. She was a very pretty woman, and she was actually talented in some ways. Anyway, the crowd wasn't catching on with her, and they were saying there was a creative meeting, and Kevin Dunn was at the head of it, and they were trying to figure out what they could do to help get Kelly Kelly over.
Right.
Anyway, one of them says that it's just like she needs to find something to connect with the fans. She needs to find a niche. And then Kevin Dunn says, no, she needs to find a new pair of tits.
See?
His words exactly.
And that's where you're just like, and that guy is garbage.
Yeah, but Vince McMahon won't fire him because, according to him, well, Kevin's father saved the tapes from burning in a car fire back in the 1980s. I don't give a shit. Then resurrect his dad and bring his dad back.
Oh, yeah.
Who gives a shit about Kevin Dunn?
Yep. Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like, if we could get I'll give Vince $5 for WWE.
Yeah.
Sure. What's the weirdest thing that's happened during one of your live streams? Salmon Raid.
Salmon Raid was one. Actually, I could say probably when we did not know we were live streaming.
That one was good. That one was good.
Yeah, that was actually
because we're just like, wait, we're on.
Because all of a sudden, my phone's exploding, and I was like, okay, I'll have to check
what
that
is
after we're done with this
happening?
recording. And then all of a sudden, I turn it over. It's like, you're live streaming. Check your phone, damn it.
I'm like,
hey. Oh, testicular manslaughter.
Testicular manslaughter.
Solaire. Yeah, that
testicular manslaughter was pretty great.
That was
because it's just like
it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it's just like, why do you keep shooting those guys in the nuts? Stop that. Well, now I have to keep going.
Yeah, how old are you guys? 28.
28.
24.
No.
The young duck over there.
Yeah, you're 24. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, my birthday was not that long ago.
Yeah. I remember seeing you and Bo walking in the back with no sound.
Oh, that was okay. When that happened, I was just like, I came back downstairs. You know what, Bo? When I found out we were live streaming, I look on my phone and I'm like, oh gosh. I go back downstairs and Bo's like, what's wrong, man? I'm like, we're live streaming. He's like, oh God, thank God I didn't do anything embarrassing, like whip my dick out or anything like that. Like, Bo, come on, man.
Oh no, you want to talk about weird stuff happening on live stream?
Yeah.
Aquanate.
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 When our basement was flooding, and I went back there with like 20 towels and sobbed it up and got like a bucket.
No, and so like here we are, and like we hear water running. Nate goes over and looks, and it's like, Ben, come over here and look at this. Water is coming in under the wall towards the computer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then, Nate's just like, I got to take care of this. It's like, do you want me to help? No, keep going.
Keep going, man. Keep going.
What? Oh, when pulling a Nate was pretty good.
Okay, I did not sleep for about 36 hours, all right?
And then in the middle of Dark Souls, you went upstairs. I thought you were going to the bathroom.
I did go to the bathroom.
Yeah, because fun fact, there are no bathrooms on this level of the house. They're all upstairs.
Yeah, I went into my bedroom and I went into my bathroom and I used the bathroom.
Yeah.
I come back out and I feel like just sitting down for a second on my bed. And then all of a sudden it's just like, just lay your head down for a sec. And then all of a sudden I was just
he is face down.
Yeah, and it was just like I must have turned over face down.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, because when I woke up, here's the thing. I woke up from that sleep, and I was just like,
what?
Wait, what?
Yep.
And I go back downstairs, and written on the damn computer screen is a message from Ben.
I left you a note, and I knew you would find it there.
Yeah.
So I left you a note.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay. And I was basically just like, okay, computer's still open. That's pretty safe. And like, so, people are like, hey, do you want to go check on Nate? Make sure he's okay? And I'm like, yeah, that seems like a good idea. Are you guys going to be okay while I run upstairs? And they're like, yeah, no, go check on Nate. So here I am, still on mic. I walk upstairs. I knock on his door. There's no light on. And I'm like, And I sort of open the door and look in. Nate? He's asleep. No, the light was on. I remember
the light was on.
You fell asleep with the light on.
I woke up and the light was still on, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh no, I turned the light off.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
It's fuzzy.
Yeah.
It's fuzzy.
I turned the light off. And so, like, he's face down on the bed. I just turned the light off. I closed the door. I'm like, okay, chat. He fell asleep.
How about the time I started the whole name changing joke?
It's like,
yeah.
Yeah, that
oh,
was pretty
gosh.
good. But then I'm like, so I guess I'll just keep streaming? Because it's like, I don't know what to... Should I just keep going? Yeah. I went and beat another boss.
Dread Catalyst, Yang is my favorite Ruby character.
My three are Penny, Pyrrha, and Dorchwick, and so all
they're
of
all
them are dead. Yeah, so that's fun.
Spoilers. Not really.
Spoilers for Ruby.
Yeah, spoilers for Ruby.
Yeah. Oh,
the great pun. The pun war was pretty good.
There you go, Elena.
Here's
this. Back. Here's the script.
Yeah. So,
which character did you feel worse for? I felt bad for the Bakers. They never.
I felt really bad. Which of the Bakers, though?
I'd say Zoe because she was trapped there, dude. No matter what, and she was normal throughout the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And for her to still be trapped there, pretty much no matter which way you choose, she never makes it out.
Yeah. I don't feel bad for Lucas at all.
Nope.
No,
I feel really bad for Jack and Marguerite.
Jack and Marguerite, yeah.
Because you're just like, oh.
Yeah, they never deserved that. They were caring people. They were imperfect. Jack was a drinker a little bit.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, he was a caring person when he wasn't drinking and when he was.
Yeah.
Did they ban me from commenting?
No,
we still see you, Mike Elite.
No, it's just like you keep asking all these really open-ended questions that have no limitations. Like,
which truth is we can answer them. It's just it'll take forever.
Like it's a video unto itself. Speaking of which, it's getting late. I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Yeah,
so I think it might be time to call.
Yeah, we've been going
this live stream to an end.
Yeah, we've been going for an hour and a half. So all right.
It's time to cut to a bleached white skeleton.
Smash cut to bleached white skeleton.
All right.
So, what were the trailers that you saw before you watched Logan? We're gonna react to one.
Yeah.
The important one.
Yeah.
Later. So, because Micah didn't go with us to see it. So.
No.
That's happening.
All
right.
Nate, read this. Ben and Nate, my gran is doing fine with her knee recovery.
That's good.
The doctor stretches out. Oh, that's cool.
Good.
That's good. I'm glad
Thanks
to hear that.
for the spoiler-free comments on Logan. Hey.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yep. Next live stream will be Saturday for Tale of Two Wastelands.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Bone Jabber says, "Hope you feel better." Yeah,
we need a Renegade montage, says Michaelito for. Yep. Hey, make one. Make one, dude.
Healthy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Thank you.
Yeah, I meant to say that earlier, but stuff keeps happening. So
yeah.
If you haven't joined the Discord, you should join the Discord.
There's sweet. A link to it right
Bone
now.
Jabber's doing that.
So let's see. Actually, I never checked to see how many people were watching.
We never actually looked at that, and it's
43.
Okay, that's fine.
Not bad.
Yeah,
that's about what I expected.
All right. The Ginger, thank you.
Yep.
All right. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, and I guess until next time, signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Elena.
We will see you later, Internet. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Do we have to keep doing this?
Yes.